On to this next topic, and I'm going to interject race, and I don't really give a damn if y'all don't want to hear it. Okay? I really don't. And this is going to just piss me off. I didn't even want to prep for this. I just want to come from the top of my dome.
I know. As I was reading the articles, man, the mama in me welled up because I could just feel for those kids.
Oh, did you see the little one? He was.
I love that little boy.
He said, "We still feel like we're the champions," and you should, little Brown. You should.
You should.
They had Jesse Jackson up there. Now, if this team wasn't from Chicago, then I wouldn't approve of Jesse Jackson being out there. But since they're from Chicago, Jesse is a Chicago dude. I get why he's there because how would you feel? Now think.
Yeah, Jesse should be there. He should be there. Speaking.
Yeah, because he's from Chicago, and that's where his roots is at. And
that's like a senator of a place not speaking up, and he should. Come on,
man, I've been watching. I haven't really watched the World Series since I've been little, but I always see the highlights of the championship, and all the teams have always been white teams, and we used to always say, when it's going to be a black team, when it's going to be this team, whatever, right? We finally get a black team to win, and now is this the Vanessa Williams stuff? Like they knew they supposed to check all this already. The regional person was supposed to check this. Mm-hmm. Matter of fact, listen to the person who decides this. This is like the CEO of the Little League.
Stephen Keener.
Yeah, this is him right here.
But what's troubling here is that the leadership of the district, who is required to sign off on any changes like that, did so knowingly that this was wrong. And so did the folks at the Jackie Robinson West Little League know that it was wrong, that by doing this, they're certainly trying to strengthen their team for the 2014 season. But in a nutshell, that's essentially what happened.
Whatever, brother.
Okay.
Because that's something they should check before the thing even started.
This is the quote that he made that killed me. He said that it was a heartbreaking decision. What those players accomplished on the field and the memories and lessons they learned during the Little League World Series is something that those kids can be proud of, but it's the unfortunate actions of adults that have led to this outcome. So as an adult and as the head of this organization, why punish the children? I can see if rules are broken, fire the people who broke the rules. Find the people who broke the rules. Why are you taking away wins from these children who over and over and over again, you're part of a system that beats them down and tells them they can't accomplish anything. And when they accomplish something, you take it from them on no fault of their own. Is that the lesson that they wanted to teach? Because that's the lesson they taught.
Well, and they also learned another lesson about there's a racial component to this, because this is how only has happened 3 times. I mean, 2 other times. The first time it happened with a Filipino team. That's a minority. The second time it happened with a Hispanic player. They said he was too old, so they had to vacate a team from the Bronx. Okay, I guess if Andy Mayberry's team don't win, good old mom and pop team win, they feel guilty. They should have been proud of this team.
Well, here's the thing.
And it's their fault. This is stuff. This is not like getting caught with steroids.
Right.
Or inflated ball where you don't know until the game is over. Unless you check during the game or whatever, right? This is stuff that they should have known before those kids took the field.
Here's the other thing. This is stuff that they did know. Whoever did it, they knew. Leaders in other leagues looked at this map and said, yeah, that kid really belongs in our league. But, hey, you know what? We don't have a team. Let the kid play somewhere. Let him go. That's what happened all in November, all in December when the first.
Well, why shouldn't he be able to play for Jackie Robinson if those teams didn't have a team, huh?
Right.
They should let him play there.
Don't have a team. So I could see if there are lines drawn or whatever. Okay, you live here, you live there, but because you're talking about Little League. You are talking about freaking Little League. Children do not control where they live. They live with their parents. And if my parents live on Street C and the boundary is Street D, should I not be allowed to play? Should I not be allowed to do whatever?
And you should be told even before it starts.
And you could be.
This is something you should double check even before it starts. They knew what they was doing.
My point is that why do you have to choose, especially in a situation where it's obviously like things drawn in along socioeconomic lines. Boundaries are drawn on socioeconomic lines. It's like it's new age segregation is what it is. And so you weaken something. I just thought about that. You know, a lot of Negro players didn't even like Jackie Robinson because he integrated
right,
and it weakened the Negro leagues.
Yes.
That's what this
that's what I
whole
always say.
scandal.
Well, you seen that one mama said that. She got up there and
weakened.
said they didn't used to let us play 50 years ago.
And now
baseball just looks so. It's just one of those sports that just like when I'm watching baseball, I look at the umpires. They look like them dudes who would have been in Alabama in like 1940 holding a intercom and shit. Yeah, a sheriff. You know, that's what they look like. They don't have no, like when I look at the NBA referees and the NFL referees.
Stereotyping?
Yes, I am, because they have that look. They all, because you know why? They're the only referees who can't be fired. They have a strong union. But what was you going to say? I'm sorry, I interrupted you, because I told you I was going to be.
You took my thought for real. But it weakened the team. It's like going to college or going to school. You know how they had different busing or whatever. You have districts drawn up and you can bus your kid over to this school if whatever. And then all of a sudden it's divided along these map lines, which are really socioeconomic lines. But why can't I go to the school I want to go to? That's what charter schools are about. I want my child to go to this school because it's a good school. So if I want my child to play on a historically black team or something, or with his friends, or with kids that he can relate to, or with kids who are not going to torment him, because you brought it up with the referees, but what happens when my parents moved to Street C because my dad got a raise and he wanted to take me out of the hood, so to speak. And so now I've got to play with these kids who are going to torment me and I'm not going to achieve my potential. And that's what's right. That's the lesson that should be taught here. Like,
people will blame us for bringing up race and we're playing the race card or whatever. But, all the time I can see why racism never happens. Like, I've been watching The Wire, and you just watch The Wire and you can see, like, there's not one negative white person in The Wire. They all come in to save the day. Even when they shooting and killing people, it's all made, well, that's an accident. Now let's make him a teacher and he can teach little young kids and show his loving side. And what made me think of that is I listened to that CEO, what's his name again?
Stephen Kenner.
And he said, and then the team they awarded the championship to, the coach of that team in Las Vegas, he said, and they kept bringing up the word integrity. Well, it's not about anything other than the integrity of Little League. Bullshit. Now, this World Series has been going on forever. Not one white team has ever been disqualified. Not one. Now, you tell me, you don't think not one white team has cheated when we just seen Tom Brady cheat? See, they let Tom Brady cheat. They let Peyton Manning cheat. See how that all tied in? But go ahead.
I was thinking the same thing. We're sitting here talking about the integrity of Little League baseball, and everybody just got finished watching the Super Bowl. Cheapest Super Bowl ticket is $8,000. Cheapest seat was over $8,000.
Yeah.
How much money is the NFL making, and yet they're a tax-exempt organization?
And look how the ratings, exactly. And look how the ratings went up for the Little League World Series. And you're going to strip them of that? You had people watching who never even watch it. I don't even watch baseball no more. It used to be my favorite sport.
Who don't care about baseball.
It used to be my favorite sport when I was little, and I don't even watch it anymore. It's so boring.
And it's a damn shame that, and I have to say this because a lot of times people stereotype Southside Chicago or hoods, and they see, what do you call it, urban decay. But it's basically any quote-unquote hood you go into, for all the bad things you see, there are twice as many good things.
We'll never see that.
I'm not saying that the bad stuff ain't there.
Yeah.
But you can't. I've seen people that I had this experience a few weeks ago. Saw this guy look like an absolute bum, drug addict, all those things. If I was gonna stereotype it, the long hair, dirty clothes or whatever, had a backpack or whatever. Man started speaking. I'm like, oh my goodness, he's super intelligent. So you start this conversation. College educated artist. I mean, this man drew like a picture right there on the street of Mandela. He drew the man's fingerprints with a pencil on the side of the street. Now, I'm saying that to say you can't judge what is the hood. And yet, at the same time, because if I want to, quote unquote, better my child, I've got to move away from what their roots are. And you're going to punish them because
they want to play in the better. So that's why they coming out like even Obama saying.
To me,
they trying to say they're not punishing the kids. It was the adults' fault. Who else you punishing?
Then punish the adults. Fire the adults. Fine the adults. Do all these things. Change your rules. Because basically, if my child wants to play for a Jackie Robinson league, I look at that as your child wanting to go to a HBCU. Who the hell are you to tell me that I can't let my child go to Spelman just because I live in Malibu?
And I'm a person who always say people should respect the rules. And what I'm saying in this situation, what I don't like about it, it's like Vanessa Williams. I always say they knew that they had nude pictures and they just want to embarrass them. They want to send a message. Now, the kids learned a message, but the real message they want to say is black people cheat.
That's all.
I mean, that's the only way they can win. And we already know who's doing all the cheating.
I didn't, have any, I didn't alter the ball in any way.
Shut the hell up, Tom.
Have a process.
Oh, that's funny. And for a second, I thought that was Bill Clinton. I thought he was going to say I didn't have
sexual relations.
They sound the same, huh?
They do.
I wonder, both of them lie?
Told anybody to lie.
He said he never told anybody to lie. Tom never told anybody to lie. But the little kids get punished. And Tom Brady gets the Super Bowl trophy.
And a ring and a truck.
And Jerry Rice just admitted he used Stickum. Now they calling him a cheater more than they calling Tom, the sports media. They can probably kick him out the Hall of Fame. But Tom going to be the next governor of Massachusetts. So.
This world needs an enema.